few days after Chica recovered from her protruding stomach, she returned to Uche's house to continue living with him and his mother. Even though Ego, Uche's mother, wasn't happy that her plan had failed, she pretended to be glad Chica was healthy and saw her return as another opportunity to carry out her evil plans. "Hey, my daughter, I am so happy that the gods have answered my prayers. Look at you, eh? You are looking great." Ego pretended to be excited. "Thank you very much, Mama," Chica said. "Don't worry, eh? Now that you are back, I will take good care of you until you recover fully. The only two things I want you to do in this house are to eat and rest. Have you heard?" Ego said. "Yes, Mama," Chica said with a warm smile. "Now go inside your room and rest while I prepare something nice for you, oh?" Ego said as she gestured at Chica to go to her room. Indeed, the first few weeks after Chica returned to Uche's house, Ego took good care of her. She literally pampered Chica like a baby, and sometimes she would even help bathe her. Although Ego wanted to strike Chica with another affliction, she didn't want to do it so soon, so no one would suspect her. About 2 months after Chica returned home and was still recovering, Ego did something evil again. She went to the market, bought a beautiful, colorful wrapper, and gave it to Chica. "Hey, Chica, my daughter, I just realized that I've not gifted you any wrapper since you moved into the house. So when I saw this one at the market today, I knew you would like it," Ego said as she handed the wrapper to Chica. "Ah, thank you, Mama. This is very beautiful," Chica said. "Do you like it?" Ego asked stylishly. "Yes, I do. Thanks to you, I will have to discard one of my old wrappers," Chica said. "That means you'll be tying the wrapper all the time or laying it on your bed if you really like it that much?" Ego asked. Mama. Of course I will. I will even rock this wrapper until you are tired of seeing it," Chica said. That will really make me happy," Ego said. "I want to make dinner now. What would you like to eat?" She added. "Mama, anything is fine," Chica said. "All right, go inside and rest, eh? I'll call you when the food is ready," Ego said, and then she left for the kitchen. As soon as Ego left, Chica went into her bedroom and excitedly wrapped the new wrapper around her chest to see what it looked like. Sadly, immediately after Chica did that, she felt a heavy pressure on her chest, and it felt like many tiny pins were piercing her chest. At first, when Chica felt that heavy pressure, she thought she had tied the wrapper too tightly, and she didn't think much about it after that. In addition to wrapping the wrapper around her chest, Chica also spread it on her side of the bed because she wanted to sleep on it, just like her mother-in-law had suggested. That evening, Chica went to bed thinking that the heavy pressure she felt in her chest would stop by the time she woke up the following morning. But she was wrong. Instead of the pain to reduce or disappear completely, it got worse. By the time Chica woke up the next morning, the pain and pressure she felt had tripled, and she couldn't explain why she was suddenly feeling sick and dry inside her. For no reason, it was almost like her saliva and throat were dry, and everything inside her felt dry. Unknown to Chica, Ego did not buy the wrapper from the market that day. In fact, she purchased the wrapper the same day Chica returned home, but she kept it on her altar for 2 months to do her evil, and when the cycle was completed, she took it to Chica. To ensure that her evil plans had worked, Ego went to Chica's room at 6 a.m. to check on her. "Good morning, Mama," Uche greeted his mother the moment he opened the door. "Good morning, my son. I'm here for Chica. Please call her for me, oh?" Ego said with a forced smile. "Oh, Chica is not feeling fine, so she's still sleeping. Once she wakes up, I will tell her to come to your room," Uche said. She's not feeling fine. What is wrong with her? Is she pregnant? Ego feigned ignorance. I don't know what's wrong. She was just complaining of chest pain throughout the night. Uche answered innocently. Didn't she cover well? Let me come in and see her, Ego said as she tried to enter Uche's room, but Uche stopped her. No, Mama, please. She just slept and I don't want to wake her. She will come and see you when she wakes up, Uche said. All right. Anyway, I came to ask her what she would like for breakfast. Ego lied. I'm sure she will eat anything, Mama. Please don't stress yourself. A simple ogi and akara is fine, Uche said. Okay, I will do that, Ego said, and she left. As soon as Ego walked a bit from Uche's room, she smiled and nodded her head. By the time I am done with her, she will leave this house and never return. That's if she even makes it out alive. Ego soliloquized. Upon hearing that her evil plan was already working, Ego changed her mind about making ogi and akara for breakfast, and she made something else. By the time Ego had finished cooking, Chica woke up, but she was feeling very weak. Mama! Good morning. I just woke up and Uche told me you were looking for me, Chica said. Yes, my daughter. How are you feeling now? Why didn't you tell me yesterday that you weren't feeling fine? I would have made some concoctions for you now. Ego lied. No, Mama. I was fine yesterday, but later in the evening, I fell sick. Hopefully, I will be fine before the day ends, Chica said. Do you feel better now? Ego asked. No, Mama. In fact, as I'm standing here, I have no energy and also I feel very weak. Then my chest feels like someone is sticking pins in it, Chica explained. Maybe you did not cover yourself at night. You know how cold the nights can be, Ego said. Don't worry. You will soon be fine, she added. Mama, are you going to a party? Chica asked when she saw the different pots of food Ego was cooking simultaneously. Did someone in your family give birth? She added. No, my dear, Ego answered. So, what are all these foods for? I thought you were celebrating something, Chica said. Oh, my daughter. I think I woke up on the right side of the bed today, so I thought of doing something special. Also, when I heard that you weren't feeling fine, I wanted to cook something nice for you so you can get better fast. Ego lied. Really? Thank you so much, Mama. You are the best. From the aroma alone, I can tell that all these soups will taste great as always, Chica said. Oh yeah, go back to your room and rest. When I finish cooking, I will bring the food to you myself, Ego said. Okay, Mama, Chica said. In a bid to get better, Chica wore multiple heavy clothes at once because she believed that she had caught a cold and it was affecting her chest. But despite everything she did, nothing worked. Instead, the pressure and the pain got worse. The following day, Chica woke up and realized that her health had gotten worse. In addition to that, her mouth and throat felt very sore and she began to vomit blood. Because of this, Chica could not even eat or drink water, and as the days passed, she began to emaciate rapidly. Hey! What is the meaning of all this? Who did I offend that I am being punished like this? Ego said as she cried uncontrollably when she saw Chica's condition. Mama, I don't really understand what is happening. 2 months ago it was the protruding stomach, and now this, Uche said in a frustrated tone.
Why are the evil people so bent on spoiling my good name? Eh? What have I done? Is it a crime to be a widow?
Ego said.
Look at this beautiful young girl. Do they want to kill her under my care? Eh?
She added.
Mama, we need to calm down and think of a solution. Crying will not help us solve this issue,
Uche said. Sadly, because of how fast Chica was losing weight, her physical appearance changed and all her bones, including her rib bones, began to show. In fact, she looked like a walking skeleton.
You know what? I know a very powerful native doctor in the neighboring village, but we can only see him in 2 AK market days.
Ego lied.
2 AK market days? No, Mama, that's too far. What if something happens to her before then?
Uche asked.
If that is too far, then I can go to someone else on her behalf,
Ego said.
Yes, Mama. Please, go to whoever you know can help Chica. I do not want to lose her,
Uche said.
Okay, I will go there tomorrow,
Ego said.
And do not worry, nothing will happen to her,
she added. The following day, Ego woke up early and traveled to the neighboring village to find the powerful native doctor she had told Uche about. Unknown to Uche, Ego was not going to visit or find any native doctor. She was actually going to visit a very powerful witch so they could finalize and kill Chica. Unluckily for Ego, something unexpected happened. A few hours after Ego left, Uche couldn't stand watching his wife in such a condition, so he went to call the same native doctor Chica's father, Mazi Okonkwo, had called when Chica was sick before.
How long has she been in this condition?
The native doctor asked Uche after he saw Chica.
Less than a week, great one,
Uche answered.
That wrapper she is lying on. Who gave it to her?
The native doctor said, pointing at the beautiful wrapper Chica received from Ego.
Oh, that one? My mother gave it to her,
Uche said. Immediately the native doctor heard that. He did some incantations and touched the wrapper with his talisman.
Erika, can you carry her? Her situation is very delicate and we need to take her to my shrine,
the native doctor said.
Yes, I can carry her,
Uche said, and almost immediately he carefully carried Chica from the bed. Without any delay, Uche took Chica to the native doctor's shrine and the native doctor began to perform some rituals.
Meo, Tila, Kipo.
Then he gave her a green liquid to drink and continued with his incantations. Surprisingly, in the middle of the rituals, Chica began to vomit blood and pins. It was such an overwhelming sight for Chica and Uche.
That's it. You have vomited everything that was conjured into your body,
the native doctor said confidently.
Thank you so much, Baba. I don't know what I would have done without you,
Uche said.
Don't thank me. Thank the gods,
the native doctor said.
One more thing. She will have to stay here for a week before you can take her home. There are some other things I'll need to do for her,
he added.
No problem, Baba. She will stay. But please, I have one question,
Uche said.
What's the question?
The native doctor asked.
Please, who did Chica offend that the person has punished her like this?
Uche asked.
My son, if I tell you who is responsible, you might not believe me. So, that is not important for now. What is important is that your wife gets well soon,
the native doctor said.
No, Baba. I want to know who my enemy is. Please, tell me,
Uche begged.
Are you sure you can handle the truth? What I'm about to tell you might change your life forever.
the native doctor said.
Okay, since you are insisting, I will tell you. Your mother is behind everything that happened to your wife, Chica,
the native doctor said.
My mother?
Uche asked in shock, and then he burst into laughter.
No, that's impossible. My mother loves Chica a lot, and she will never do anything to harm her. Please, consult with the gods again,
Uche said.
I have told you the truth. It is left for you to believe it,
the native doctor said.
Mbanu, Baba, I cannot believe this. I thought you were a good and just man. I didn't know you were among the ones spoiling my mother's name,
Uche said.
If you think I'm lying, when you go home, take the wrapper your mother gifted Chica and wrap it around her. That is all you need to do,
the native doctor said. Because Uche's heart was heavy from what he had heard, he left Chica at the native doctor's shrine and hurried back home. Upon getting to the house, he went straight to his room, picked up the new wrapper Chica had been sleeping on, and then waited for his mother to return. A few hours later, Ego returned home in quite a happy mood, and as soon as she entered her room, Uche threw the wrapper on her, and Ego began to scream.
Ha! Ha! Yay! My body! Oh! Hey! What have you done? Who told you to do this?
Ego screamed. Then she began to complain of chest pain.
My chest is paining me. My chest! Oh!
When Uche saw how his mother reacted, he was shocked and began to cry.
Mama, so it is true that you are the one bewitching my wife?
Uche said.
I'm sorry. Please, help me. If not, I will die. My chest, oh.
Ego begged, and the next thing, she began to vomit blood. Even though Uche loved his mother, he could not help her or even touch her because he was deeply betrayed. He just stood there and watched as Ego continuously vomited blood until she no longer had life in her. Sadly, it took Uche a while to accept that his mother was truly a witch, and she was also responsible for his father's untimely death, as the villagers had rumored. To ensure that nothing would happen to his wife again, Uche and Chica moved to another compound, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Did you enjoy this story? Tell us your favorite part in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, do not forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.